wanna know, I love the way that body's sitting up. Yeah, there's a reason she walk like this. She walk like this. Had to send a video, she don't edit her pics. She work for it, she on her shit. And when she walking by, yeah, I know the truth is, I wanna know how she get that sad like that. How she get that sad like that. I wanna know how she get that sad like that. That's like that, yeah, yeah. With them everyday squats, making shit pop. Never had them sad shots, but she takes shots. I wanna know how she get that sad like that. That's sad like that, yeah. When I see her, I know that she earned that shit, treating calories like we. Yeah, she burn that shit. Shout out to her.
When I touch she had enough and she can't take the climb. She fall, forget the small change, give me big money wine.
Anyway, just arrived at my appointment. Let's go in. Don't know if I'm going to record inside. I don't know if I'm going to do this journey, if I'm very honest with you. I'm just going to be very honest, brutally honest. I'm not sure. But let's go into my appointment. I haven't seen my doctor in ages. I wonder how she is. Oh, I love her. I love her. She's brutal. Brutal, but I love her. It's what you need, isn't it? So, yeah. Ciao. Anyway, so hey, literally I've just come out of my appointment, and it's one thing I love about SCAT, Sickle Cell and Thalassemia Centre, right? That's what SCAT is short for. It's one thing I love about going there, because you can have some, what's the word? You can have some uplifting conversations. I mean, like, I've just had a conversation, and I'm gonna be real with you, I've been contemplating doing this whole hip journey on YouTube thing. I'm not gonna lie, been contemplating it, just because you know, your natural human demons in it, no one's gonna be interested, what's the point, you know, all of that stuff. But not only that, but how am I going to be mentally? Am I going to be mentally ready to show the good and the bad, and the ugly? So that kind of put me off. But going into my appointment and my appointment was at 1:30. It is now 3:23. I've just had some uplifting conversations with one lovely lady that's got thalassemia. I didn't even get their names, but a lovely lady that's got thalassemia, and she was having a transfusion. Some of the nurses that are there, new ones, and they were literally all like, because I went in there and I was doing something on my camera. I was watching a video on my phone, had my camera out to like learn how to do something on my camera, and one of the nurses, I've never met her before, but she's lovely. She's just basically, she was like, "Oh, are you a vlogger?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I wouldn't call myself that, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't call myself that. Like, it's not. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this to be an influencer. I'm not doing this to be a YouTuber. I'm doing this to spread awareness." Because, again, my motto, awareness is key. Awareness is knowledge. Awareness is wisdom. Do you know what I mean? And I believe a lot of people need to learn about sickle cell, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Obviously, I've said to her, nah, I wouldn't call myself that. And then we've got talking and so forth. And as you know, this is like one of the appointments I'm having before my hip operation in, it's now, is it 4 weeks now? Let's see how many weeks it is till it is. It is 1, 2, 3, yep, 4 weeks to the day. 4 weeks today is my operation. And every week I have 1 or 2 appointments up till, so this is the first one of all of the appointments. So yeah, I've been there, and you know, says that, told them about my hip operation, and I feel like there needs to be more awareness and so forth. And they literally gave me that little, not that little push, that big push to be like, come on, man, like, do it. Every person in there that was listening says do it. As well as another project I'm working on that I have been working on behind the scenes. And they're like, yeah, do it. Proper, like, encouraging and uplifting and, you know, all those things. I love going there because you don't know who you're going to meet that day. And don't get me wrong, not every day that I go there, every time I go there, I meet somebody and I'm talking to someone. Do you know what I mean? Not every single time. But majority of the times it is that I either meet someone new or I'm meeting someone that I already know and we're catching up. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I absolutely love it. I love it. My appointment, anyway. Let's talk about the appointment. It was really good. It went okay. Just really a checkup, so to say. See where my head's at, see how I am, see how I've been, because I haven't seen my consultant now since November, and I usually go every month, but because of COVID, that ain't happened. But she wants to see me face to face because it's coming up to my operation, so there's procedures in place. But yeah, she's just talking about aftercare for after my operation, my medication after that, because I'm on a lot of medication at the minute and I do need to be weaned off it. So she was just talking about how she's gonna go about doing that, weaning me off this medication that I'm on. And then what else did she say? Oh yeah, do you remember when I said in my other video that we're gonna do a care plan because I have no faith in the hospital that I'm going to have it done in, have my operation in. Well, we don't need to do that because she said she'll keep it's all something about it's all electronic now, so she can see the drug charts and everything that they're doing with me from my usual hospital, because I'm not having my operation at my usual hospital. I'm having it at a different one. So she said she can keep an eye on that, so I don't need to worry about that. And she will be keeping an eye. I was gonna turn the camera on and ask, but I just, I just felt a bit weird. And it would have been good though, because then I would have been able to, go back and see the appointment. But yeah, anyway, overall, good appointment. Oh my goodness, completely forgot to tell you. So, usually, every warrior, our veins collapse easily. Well, not every warriors, but our veins do collapse very easily, right? I'll get into why that happens in another video. But yeah, anyway, so our veins collapse really easily. So, if not majority of warriors, all of us, we know what vein is best for you to go to. Now, sometimes you have the nurses that like to be like, oh, I know better than you, but you're not my body, and you are not the one that gets sticked all the time, so you can't tell me. Yeah. So, yeah, we all know what vein is the best vein to go to, the vein that's not going to collapse on you, the vein that you're going to get a lot from. And also, not only that, we know who can draw blood good and who can't. We naturally learn these things because taking our blood is a normal thing. This is something that happens very often. So, this nurse, he's never took my blood before. And I got poked and prodded. Literally, poked. My usual vein, it stopped coming out. Then he's put it in my hand. Now my hand...
You do your best, you relieve my stress.
Hello? Yeah, so usually... I'll show you. I'm inside. Oh, it started raining again. English weather. So usually... Oh my goodness, my coat. No. I don't know if you can see. Usually that is where we normally take. You see the bump. You might not be able to. But yeah. Usually take it from there. Perfectly fine. No, not today. Now, I haven't had my blood taken from my hand since I was in the children's hospital. I came here when I was 17. I'm 33. Like, in a month. So I forgot what that felt like. Holy shit. It hurts, you know. Normally here, I don't flinch like nothing. No ow, no nothing. Just do what you're doing. I don't care. But that hurt. So he's took it there. And then he's had to wiggle it around. He had to wiggle it around here. Because it stopped. And then he went here. Had to wiggle that around as well. Like, I mean... the most traumatic experience I've had. Now, I'm exaggerating. It really wasn't that traumatic. That was an exaggeration. It wasn't traumatic. But still, it hurts. I've got a lump on my hand. Got loads of lumps. And they're so sore. But anyway, I'm going to eat something. Don't know what I'm going to eat. But I'm going to eat something. Yeah. I need to wash my coat. Let's go.
It makes sense tonight, it's not so clear. Wanna turn this house into a home, but it looks like tonight I'm on my own. I wanna be loved before I get up. I want somebody to miss again. I want somebody to hold.
So, obviously, as you can see, I'm in the hospital. Masks, I hate them. I just don't see the point in them. But needs must when you're here. And plus, I was late, so I didn't have time to argue with the woman when she gave me the mask. I was just like, whatever, I'll just take it. But here today to have my pre-assessment, but I've just had it. Just going to do a urine sample now. And I'm like 2 and a bit weeks away, and I am shit scared. And when I say shit scared, I mean, I don't know what it is. Obviously, I think it's because it's getting closer. But part of me doesn't, I don't want it anymore. That's how scared I am. I look like a tramp, but I just don't care. Yeah, so I've just had my bloods done. It was really good actually, because like normally, you know how you have an appointment, but when you go to your appointment, you never get seen on your appointment time. Well, I was dead on time. Like, my appointment was at 1:45 and I got here at 1:45, signed in at 1:45. I've walked up the stairs, well, the elevator, and then as I was walking to the waiting room, she just called me straight away. I was going to go to the toilet first just to, you know, say I'm here or whatever, but literally as I was walking to the waiting room, she called my name, went straight in. I had my bloods taken, and she listened. that's a whole, like, now I've already explained that. She listened, she went on the right vein that I told her to, she got what she needed. And then, what happened after that? Then I had my MRSA test, and then she gave me, what did she give me? An ECG, but because I'm so nervous, I don't think it was a very accurate read, because I am really nervous today. And that's why my lips are all bruised, because when I'm nervous, I pick my face, my body, my lips, anywhere I can pick, I pick. That's how I know that I'm stressing and anxiety is taking over. I mean, look at my face. Look what I've done to my full face. Because I've picked. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just going to do this urine sample and then I can go home. I'll do the urine sample and then I've got to put it in this, I'll show you. I've got to put it in here. I think there's nothing there.
Yeah. Tell me how the time you seen us. It was about 5 minutes ago when I seen a hottest chick that a youngin' never seen before. I say, yo, tell the girls I wanna meet her. On second thought, that ain't the way to go. I gotta give a game proper. Spit it so she get it, cause she is, I gotta stop her. Or should I talk about a smile? Or what about a style? I'm out of time. She got the dough, I gotta go for mine. I think I'll say, yo, don't know your name, but it's oh yeah. And I got it with me that you got my attention. You're making me want to see you. You're trying to leave, but excuse me, miss. I see the last chance for you. How I love to keep you here with me, you baby. Now shorty grab hold of my hand and let's pretend the flow was ours. You say you don't really care. Don't worry about it, we just want to step, want to step. Now with the music it's moving too fast. Now my hand I'm just a little tighter. Don't be afraid to move a little closer. Girl, there's something about you that makes me wanna say yeah. Don't know your name, but it's ooh. And I got it with me that you got my attention. You're making me want to say yeah. You're trying to leave, but excuse me, miss. How I love to keep you here with me, yo baby. I think I'll say yeah. Don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I see across the room.
Got my hair stuck in the car. Fucking idiot.
I wanna be where you are. Ain't nothing wrong with dancing. Baby, you're so romantic. Baby, I can be in your heart. So many things I wanna tell you. I think that I should start by saying oh yeah. I gotta give a game over. Pretty so she get it, that she is, I gotta stop her. Oh yeah. Oh, I would love to keep you here with me, you baby.
Just clap your hands like this. Just clap your hands like this. And if your shorty's in the house tonight, just grab her by the hand, homie, make her understand y'all was made to dance like this. Y'all was made to bounce like this. Let her know she was made for you, and you wanna do everything she want to, man.
I'm only doing this. Excuse the state of me, but I've just come out of the bath. But I'm only doing this because I said that if I was going to document this journey, then I was going to be completely honest, and not just document it all, my feelings, what I'm actually going through, my appointments. I know I haven't took you into my actual appointments because I just feel weird asking if I can record. Hopefully within time that'll get better, I don't know. But right now, turn the camera on because since last week or Wednesday, today's Monday the 10th. Today's Monday the 10th, and since last week Wednesday, I have been dealing with anxiety. I have depression and anxiety, as you already know, but my anxiety is through the roof at the minute. When I get anxious, nervous, scared, anything, I pick. So I'll pick my face if I got spots, I'll pick scabs if I got any scabs, peel the skin off my lips, just because I'm anxious, and sometimes I don't even know what I'm anxious about, it just happens, and then I have to revert back. But this time, I am doing all those things, but I've also got this like lump in my chest right here, and it hasn't gone. But today, yesterday I had a bad dream. The night before that I had a bad dream. And I woke up today really nervous, really scared. It's not long till the up now, 15 days. And I am shitting it and shitting bricks. Had an appointment today, which you just seen. That would have been the last clip you seen. Me explaining about that. But that was fine. It was very quick. The only thing is the ECG. When I was having my ECG, the lady was like, relax, relax. And I just have to say, I'm really nervous, really scared. Yeah, so I know it showed up on the ECG, but I'm scared of the actual operation. Petrified. Because I just don't know what it's gonna be like, how I'm gonna be. There's certain things that are going through my head that I don't want to speak out into existence. I'm very much a believer in the law of attraction, and what you speak on is what you receive. So there's certain things which you probably aren't silly and know what I'm thinking about, that I'm really like worried about. I went to my sister's after my appointment today, and listen, she's amazing, you know. She helps me so much. We're like this. She helps me so much when it comes to my mind. Like, we know each other. I can see her and be like, what's the matter? She could be smiling, what's the matter? She can do the same with me. I went to see her today, and we had like a 4-hour chat about my operation, post-op, pre-op. She's a nurse, so she was going into certain things, teaching me things about the anaesthetic. I thought it was sleeping medicine. No, it's painkillers. And then in recovery, they give you adrenaline. Who knew? Not me. They give you adrenaline to wake you up, sorry. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, I'm just really... She's helped me a lot. She helped calm my nerves while I was there, but literally, as soon as I got back home, boom, that lump come back. It went. It's right here. I feel like I need to take a deep breath, but I do, and it just doesn't go. I don't know, man. I'm just really, really scared today. Really, really, really scared. More so than I have been the past few days. Like, it's been leading up. And I've got 2 appointments this week. I had one yesterday. I've got one on Wednesday. I might be able to take you to that one and actually show you. That's like a class that I have to take. If I don't take the class, then they will cancel my operation. Don't you think that's a bit dramatic? I can't go into everything why I am, because like I said, I don't want to speak it into existence, which is why I'm not talking about it. I suppose I shouldn't even come on anything, innit? But again, like I said, I'm going to be real. But what I have been doing to combat the negativity, so to say, because fear, being scared, all of that is negative, isn't it, to an extent, is I have been writing down, just before I go to bed, in my bed, I like to journal. I journal a lot, and I write down, I will have a successful operation. And I write that over and over and over again, just that sentence. just to combat the negativity. So I'm putting some positive into it. And my sister also gave me the idea of I've just been thinking about pre-op, like my suitcase and sorting out my house and sorting out the kids, getting them settled beforehand, when really I need to refocus and think about post-op, because I'm going to need 24-hour care for a long amount of time. My mom, my sisters, my besties, the kid's dad, he's my bestie, so yeah. I'm going to have a lot of them come to help me get about, help with the kids, help with keeping up with my house and so forth. So I'm going to write like my routines for the week, for the kids, for me, for my house. So whoever is there, it's just there. Like, I've got a whiteboard on my kitchen door where I put up my important dates, my things for the kids, my appointments, like all of that stuff. So I'm just going to write my routines, my house routine on there, and then I'll have one in my room. The kids have their own one, so I'll just redo theirs. So then we all have one. That way, when it does come to post up, my mum, my sisters, and everyone, they won't need to come and ask me because it'll be there, especially if I'm sleeping, or then don't want to disturb me because I'm sleeping, but then it can't get done what they want to get done, but do you know what I mean? But not only that, my kids are 13 on Saturday, he is, my son, and my daughter's 12 in July, so they're old enough to do certain things. They do a lot anyway. They're absolutely amazing. So I just want to kind of have a routine for them. They're washing because they're old enough. Not even old enough. They've been able to use a washing machine since they were 4, 5. So, yeah. And when they need to iron their clothes and tidy in their room and their chores, like, you know, dishwasher, washing up, cleaning out the fridge, you know, all of that stuff, hoovering, but give them allocated days to do certain things. Obviously they're not going to do all the housework, but listen, my kids do chores, simple as. I don't care what anyone says. They're old enough to do chores. My mum and my dad thought I was old enough to do chores. I've been doing chores, so that's how I've raised my own, and that's how they will be raised, but that's another video. But yeah, I don't know, like I said, I'm really nervous. I'm nervous, I'm really scared, but yeah. Hey, today it might be bumpy, don't have a stabilizer, don't have any of that stuff, right? Remember, I'm new to this, just give me a sec. But I'm on my way to my HIIT class. This is what I'm going to try and record in there, and this is required. If I do not attend, they will cancel my operation. I feel like that's a bit dramatic. You know, it's not a bit, quite a bit dramatic. If I don't attend this appointment, then they will cancel my operation. It's a class. Bearing in mind, I took this class already last year, because I have done all of this. I have done all of this prep last year, which you would have known already. But being Toya, you know, I'm running late. It's currently 9:25, sorry. And my appointment's at 9:30. To be fair, I'm not far, but then obviously I've got park. I've got to walk into the actual hospital. I've got to find where I'm going, go in the lift and all of that. So yeah, it's not really a good look. I'm not I don't think I'll get there in the next 5, well, it's 26 now, 4 minutes. I doubt it very much. But we move. We're only going to be a couple minutes late. Story of my life. And you know what the biggest joke is? I've been awake since 7:30. But I'm still late. I just don't understand how I do it, if I'm honest. Oh my god, these cars, like, they don't, listen, you see when you're driving and you're in a rush to go somewhere, don't you find it then that everyone forgets how to drive and no one knows how to drive properly? What the hell are you doing? Oh my god. Listen, let me just come off this, yeah, and put a little bit more concentration in, because these people but though I gotta go for mine, I can say oh. And I got to admit that you got to make it want to be I wanna love you, you make me, you make me. So they try to hold my hand, and I'm not feeling the time. You say it's okay. I swear this man behind me is trying to dry me out. Can you see the van? Like, why on heaven's earth would you park behind somebody, then come back to your van and then go back? You know what? Hold on. Hold on. This is future Toya. Just gonna explain the last clip and what happened, because I forgot to do it. So, as you just seen in the last clip, I had my appointment. I was supposed to take you in. I actually asked this time if I could film, and they was like, no, we'll send you the link to the video. So I was in there for about an hour and a half. Ask me what I did. I watched 2 YouTube videos, and then they asked me a bunch of questions about my house. They measured from behind my knee to my foot. What else did they do? They asked me how high my toilet was, how high my sofa is, how high my bed is. After you have your hip operation, anything that you sit on has to be above the height of from your knee to your foot. So my knee's 18 inches, so anything that I sit on has to be above 18 inches. It can't be anything lower, because then you're not at a right angle. So yeah, they asked that. I watched the video about the exercises that I had to do, and then she talked through what will happen after I come out of surgery, while I'm in hospital, and that was it. Like, that was it. I could have watched the videos on my phone, at home, on my TV, at home. She was on YouTube. And there was only like 5 of us in the room. because of social distancing. But yet still there was 4 PTs, 4 physiotherapy people, physiotherapists, that's it. Yeah, there's 4 of them, 2 sitting right next to each other like they were glued. One was taking the actual class, and then there was another one just overseeing. Yeah, that's it. I was vexed. I was so vexed about that man. I got out of my car and I cussed him. Why would you park behind me? Why would you park behind someone? And then he watched me. He came back to his van. He watched me get in my car, and then he got back out of his van to go and do whatever he was doing inside. I was like, 1 minute. No, darling, not 1 minute. So yeah, cussed him. But yes, so that is the end of this video. Well, this brings us to the end of this video. I hope you've had a bit more insight of, you know, what happens up until you have your operation, your hip operation, and even if you don't have the hip operation, just to see what we go through. I didn't know what I was going into having this operation. I didn't know what I was to expect, and when I researched and I went on YouTube to look at these things for other sicklers out there that have sickle cell and have had to have their hip operation, there was nothing there. No one has done anything on it. So I thought, you know what, let me do it. So here we are. So this is part 1, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in part 2, because I have videoed the whole journey, all the complications that I had. Everything is coming, so keep watching. Bye bye.
Brown skin, you know I love your brown. Living, I've been living, yeah, I'm doing okay. But I just can't escape this feeling, I can't break away. There's something real, no matter face. Baby, won't you hurry, come my way? Knowing that I won't always be on, knowing that this feeling is so real. Wonder if I'll ever be fulfilled without you. It stays on my mind, so I ask God one more time.
Oh, they're moving rubbish and cardboard in these big old trucks, making up so much noise. Is she pregnant?
Oh no, no, I wanna be in love before I get old. I want somebody to kiss, oh yeah. I want somebody to hold. No, no,
Ah! Got my hair stuck in the car door! Fucking idiot.